Hello, Norskies, and welcome to the presentation discussing about work-based learning opportunities for students at DeForest Area High School. My name is Mrs. Butcher, and I am one of the coordinators that works with the youth apprenticeship students as well as internship students. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about just the programs in general and what the difference is between them. And then I'm going to lead it off into our teacher coordinators. And then at the end, there's a couple students that are going to talk about the programs that they're in today. So starting off, the youth apprenticeship and the internship programs are both programs that you really should consider if you want to explore a career area while still in high school. We find that students that do internship and youth apprenticeship gain a ton of professional experience. They also really develop the skills and work ethics that are really needed when you go into the workforce as well as pick a career. And it's also really important to begin networking. I always tell the story about a lot of the reasons I'm in the job today is because the network I built before I got here. People will help you get interviews. People will pull strings for you if you develop a network that is in the career that you're interested in, and it's something that will help you for the rest of your life. Also, you want to consider these programs. Maybe some of you are already in a job, but this is a way to get a teacher involved and a coordinator involved, which we find really improves any work-based program that you're doing. Because we have the ability to work with your employer and you and help you have, sometimes hard discussions or discussions about working and career experience and goal setting in general. So to start with, I'm going to first talk about internship. And some of you are like, well, I'm not going to be a senior next year. Why do I need to hear this? But it's really important to plan for these programs because there's two things. Once you get to junior or senior year, you can do either of these programs. Now, internship is only for 12th grade, but if you do not have the correct courses to do internship, you won't be accepted into the program, or you can't be part of the program unless you have those classes. So it's really important to pay attention because if you, as a junior or senior, only want to attend 4 classes a day, and then you go out and for 3 class periods a day, you are in a work-based program, learning, earning Laude credit, and getting a great network and career experience that makes you very college and career ready for when you graduate from here at DeForest. So I'm starting with internship. And internship is a program that is basically housed here in DeForest. And we have programs that are available in the agri-science and tech ed with Mrs. Butcher, Mr. Engel. Mr. Webster does the business and marketing programs. And then Mrs. Vanderbilt does the family and consumer sciences, as well as the teaching internships. So how internship works is it's a 1-year program, seniors only. And you have to actually take one course in your schedule that is related to the program. So for example, I work with the ag and tech programs. So we supervise kids in everything from in veterinary clinics all the way to the tech ed side in construction and tiling and IT and things like that. So it's very broad. But students are all required to take the same in-school course, which is our Ag Business Management course or Agribusiness Management course. And that course covers everything about employability, career readiness, taxes, budgeting, you name it. And so for the other programs, they also have a tied-in course. With internship, 65% of your grade is actually your employer's eval. So how it works is as a senior, you would have 4 classes at school. You'd be released out at basically lunchtime and you'd head to the job. You would try to average about 15 hours a week at your job. And then every quarter, we meet with you, your employer, and one of us, and we would go through an evaluation. And that is 65% of your grade. So if your employer is like, this kid is a rock star, think about how quickly that's an A on your GPA as well. Through internship, you also have the ability to earn the Wisconsin Skills Certificate, which is a certificate that we get from the Department of Workforce Development, just saying that you are a good candidate to work in a workplace. And it's a very general certificate, but it's definitely something for your resume as well. If you are considering and looking at doing an internship, these are the courses that you really need to focus on for agri-science and tech ed. So you can see just some broad pathways like the animal careers, the mechanical, plants, engineering, environmental, and construction. It's really important that you take the correct courses to plan for this. You also want to really plan for your requirements for graduation, because if you get to your senior year and you're behind in credit, like you have to take 2 English classes, that means that you wouldn't be able to be in the program because you probably wouldn't be able to get enough hours because you would have an additional course. Now, that's not always necessarily true. Some students do take 5 courses, and then they only have the short amount of release time, but you would have to be in a position that you could still get that 15 hours on average per week. Then these are the business and marketing management courses. Mr. Webster's going to tell you about those in just a few minutes here. And then we have the family consumer science courses. Mrs. Vanderbilt's going to tell you a little bit about these in just a moment as well. Here's some pictures of students of past students from DeForest in their different internship positions. DeForest is a wonderful place to be an internship. We have if we take all the students, we have over 45 students right now that are doing this program as seniors. And they are doing everything from teaching to working for diesel mechanics, to construction companies and remodeling companies and banks. Students are all over. So there is a position that probably would fit you. But here's one really important thing to remember. We don't get you the job. You need to still be able to get the job. So it's important that things like that normal jobs require, you are able to do. So doing an interview and any test or entrance things that the position might require, those are all important things to remember. So then on to youth apprenticeship. Youth apprenticeship, you can actually start your junior year. And this is why we're talking about this for students who are in their sophomore year. Key thing is, again, you still have to make sure you have all of your requirements for graduation, your 4 credits of English, your 3 credits of math and science, your credits for history and social studies and that kind of material. You still have to do those, but you can definitely jump into a youth apprenticeship starting as a junior. With youth apprenticeship, there is 1 or 2 year programs. This is just a short list of the programs that are available. These are the ones that we tend to fill the most here in DeForest, but there is many more options outside of this. Now, with youth apprenticeship, the biggest difference is, 1, you can start it as a junior. 2, this is also ran through our county. So we work with not only the Dane County Consortium of Schools, but we also work with the Department of Workforce Development. Youth apprenticeship requires a longer application because obviously starting it as a junior, you have to be you have to make sure this is really what you want to try out. And if you look at it, youth apprenticeship, you also earn more certifications that go with that program. So here's some pictures of some students in youth apprenticeship programs previously. A couple of things that go with the youth apprenticeship. Sometimes there is a night course that's required by Madison College or UW Vet School, or the CNA classes or things like that. So depending on which program you select, there might be required night classes, just an FYI. And also, you still need to have a connected course here at DeForest High School. So if you are considering engineering and you want to start at your junior year, you still have to have at least 1 engineering course here at DeForest High School. And that's something Mr. Webster and I will work through with you if you are interested in youth apprenticeship. So to summarize again, so you are planning for your next year. And with your next year, you need to start thinking about what courses do I need to be ready for if I want to do internship my senior year, or you need to be thinking about, okay, well, how can I fit a youth apprenticeship in my schedule next year? And so here's the people to contact. myself, Mrs. Butcher, for any of the ag and tech ed or any youth apprenticeship programs that are in the STEM area or the STEAM area. Mr. Webster for all the business marketing. And Mr. Webster also helps to supervise the medical youth apprenticeship programs like the CNAs and also any of the marketing and business programs. And then Mrs. Vanderbilt, who does the family and consumer science and all of the culinary arts, as well as the teaching internship and more. Feel free to reach out to any of us if you have questions. Applications for both of these programs are due by January 27th. And we're going to share out a link at the end of this presentation that will have just, again, a recap of what I just went through, as well as the links to the applications. So if you have any questions, though, feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help. So thank you, Norskis. Have a fantastic day.
Hey friends, I'm Mr. Engel, one of the agriculture teachers here at DeForest High School, and I also advise the agriculture and technology education internship as well. These internships range from multiple different topics such as plant science, animal science, construction, engineering, welding, all of those different types of things, as you can see on the slide. If there's a class that you really enjoy that you see up on this slide, and you're like, hey, can I get involved in that as an internship? Go and reach out to me so that way I can help you pair you up with somebody here in our local area. Or if you just have questions about the internship program at all, feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thanks, Norskis, for watching. Have a great one.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Engel, for that presentation. I am John Webster, the coordinator of the marketing and business internships here at the high school. So if you are a student who might have an interest in going into business, going into marketing, going into finance, retail, kind of the gamut of the business world, you would kind of maybe consider taking the internship program through me. The related class that students are expected to be in would be Business and Marketing Management, which is also a dual credit class with Madison College, earning numerous credits at Madison College. And also students are expected to be in either the business or the marketing internship class as well. So students that have this flair, or students that are currently in the program, are working at banks. I have a student who works at Settlers Bank. She's actually a marketing student at Settlers Bank, working with the HR and marketing person, doing a variety of jobs and tasks there. But I do have students who work at banks as tellers, as customer service reps, and where they're actually counting money, dealing with loans, etc. So experiences there. I have students working in accounting firms, dealing with payroll taxes and property taxes and income taxes, and just the daily accounting that businesses have to go through. I have students who work in many different retail establishments, depending on their area of interest. So it's kind of across the gamut. Students working in offices, doing a variety of tasks in offices as well. So lots of different options in the business and marketing world. Connect with me, and we can answer any questions you might have and move forward with the program for your senior year. So have a great day.
Hi, Norskis. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mrs. Vanderbilt, and I'm one of the family and consumer science teachers. I'm in charge of our internship here in this department, and it's kind of broken into two branches, if you will. The first branch being FCS-related careers, such as interior design or culinary, maybe fashion. The other branch would be education, and that is for students who would like to study to be a teacher or maybe a childcare worker or something in that related field working with children. In order to be in our internship, there are some prerequisite classes that you have to take in advance. So for the related FCS careers, For instance, if you wanted to work in culinary, you would have had to have had one of our foods classes. Or if you want to be in fashion, you would have had to have taken our fashion class. In the education field, that is a requirement of child development, and then assistant childcare teacher, and then finally your senior year, you'll take teachers for tomorrow. The exciting thing about the ACCT, assistant childcare teacher class, is you actually earn a license, and you can use that to then work with children in the childcare setting. And then continuing with that, your lead teacher license would allow you to be alone with children in the childcare setting, so you wouldn't need another adult. You could be the leader of the room. So I hope if any of these potential careers sound interesting to you, that you will try our internship program out. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for listening.
My name is Megan Elfkrog, and I am one of the student teacher interns. I am currently working with first graders at Windsor Elementary, and I worked with middle schoolers and will be working with high schoolers next quarter. And I am planning on being a teacher after I graduate college, and this internship has helped me out so much. I have gotten a ton of hands-on experience and really lots of opportunities to work with students and work alongside with teachers and get a lot of advice from them. And if any of you are considering the education field at all, take advantage of this opportunity and feel free to email me if you have any questions.
Hi, I'm Peyton Cladham. I am a senior and I'm currently interning at Windsor Breads. My plan for the future is to get a food science degree and work as a food scientist. Interning has really helped me towards my goals because I've been able to gain experience in the career field that I want to go into. It's also helped me make sure that this career field is what I really want to do.